So hello and welcome to this video. This time I'm gonna talk about the top 5 weapons in Warface, or the best weapons in Warface. But since you can't really compare the weapons of all the different classes, I'll be telling you what the best weapons for each class is, and we've got 5 classes. And we've got a secondary weapon. Well, and I'll cover all of that. So, let's begin with the Rifleman. The best weapon for the Rifleman is, in my opinion, the Howard Type 89 Custom. There are actually 2 really great Rifleman weapons, or actually really overpowered Rifleman weapons. The Howard Type 89 Custom and the CZ805 Bren. But I decided to go with the Howard Type 89 Custom as the best weapon for the Rifleman, because it is, in my opinion, just a little bit better. And if you take a look at the stats and compare the stats, you'll see that the Howard Type 89 Custom has got a higher range of 17, a higher damage of 90, a bit lower ammunition capacity, but a higher damage minimum, and well, 5 less RPM. So as you can see here, the stats of the Howard Type 89 Custom are insane. I mean, the stats of the CZ805 Bren are also absolutely insane, but the Howard Type 89 Custom is even a little bit better, and you've got a special scope on it, a special grip, and a special muzzle flash. The J-Comp Gen 2 suppressor reduces the damage drop by 15% and reduces the spread by 79%. The vertical grip reduces the spread, recoil and reload duration by 15%. And finally, the special scope it has got provides you with a 1.3 times zoom and reduces the zoom in duration by 10%. And additionally decreases the sway by 80%. And because it's Warface, there's of course also a golden version of the Howard Type 89 Custom, but the golden one has only got 10 more RPM and 2 more bullets in its magazine. But well, that's still something. And that means that the golden Howard Type 87 Custom has even got more RPM than the CZ805 Bren, and the same rate of fire as the golden CZ805 Bren. Well, and the feeling when playing with these weapons, they've all got a really easy recoil. I mean, there are not really any Warface weapons that have got a really high recoil, but you can definitely easily control the recoil, easily get headshots, or easily just body spray, because, well, it doesn't matter if you hit the body, arms, or legs, you'll always do 90 damage with the Howard, at least within its effective range of 17. And now we come to the best weapon for the medic class, and I'm sure a lot of guys will disagree with me, but in my opinion, the best medic weapon is the lever action repeater Marlin 1894 Custom. Yeah, choosing the Marlin over the Kel-Tec might seem like a dumb idea, but I just saw some people play with the Marlin, and I played with my Marlin myself a bit, and I came to the conclusion that if you can really play with the Marlin, and if you can really hit that one shot that you have got, that one bullet that you shoot, then the Marlin is the best weapon. If you look at the stats, the only thing that the Marlin is actually better at than the Kel-Tec KS7 is its arms multipliers 1.1, its legs multipliers 1.1, it got a higher aim accuracy and a higher hip accuracy, one more shot, and a bit lower select and deselect speed. Well, both of these guns work differently. The Marlin is a lever action repeater and the Kel-Tec is a shotgun, but you can at least still compare them a little bit, and I just really think that if you can really play really good with the Marlin, that you can play better than players who can play really good with the Kel-Tec. I think what I want to say with that is you just need a lot of skill to master the Marlin, and not so much skill to master the Kel-Tec. But both weapons are definitely very strong. And yeah, they are the 2 best medic weapons. But I just think the Marlin is better if you have already got some decent skill. And just 3 little more things about the Marlin. The Marlin can knock down enemies within 12 meters if the first shot doesn't kill them. It has got a unique scope which increases the accuracy and decreases the zoom in speed. And it has got a silencer which increases the accuracy but decreases the damage. And now we come to the NG class. Yes, the lovely NG class with 1,000 overpowered weapons. Nah, not 1,000, but a lot. By a lot, I mean a lot. Like, really a lot. Well, and the best NG weapon, the best of all NG weapons, is currently, in my opinion, the AMB-17. Yes, that's the new gun with a silencer, and I've only played it a little bit on the Russian test, actually just on the Russian server so far, not even on the Europe server yet. I haven't even got it permanent, I haven't even had it for time on the Europe server, but that gun is insane. And the AM-17, which is, I mean, I don't think it's really the normal version of the AMB-17, but it's just its stats at least are very similar. If you look at the stats of both these weapons and compare them, AM-17 and AMB-17, you'll see they're pretty much the same. The only difference is the AMB-17 has got a higher range, a higher RPM of 745. The RMB has got a lower accuracy and a lower hip accuracy of 30 and 20, and it got less ammunition, but it has got a lower damage drop. And one more thing about the damage drop: even if you're using the suppressor, the special AM-17 suppressor, it will only decrease the damage drop by 20%, which means you'll still have a 2.76 per meter damage drop with the AM-17, which means the AMB-17 with the damage drop of 2.415 per meter is better than the AM-17. And the silencer that you have got for the AMB-17 doesn't reduce any damage, and like the special suppressor for the AM-17, it improves the penetration to 5. Additionally, the AMB-17 has got an awesome scope. I really love that scope. It's a 1.3 times scope, which really looks like the vendor red dot scope, but is actually just a special scope for the AMB-17, and it decreases the zoom in duration by 15%, and decreases the sway by 80%. And the AMB-17 has also got a grip that, a very special grip that reduces the spread, recoil, and select-deselect speed by 20%. And by the way, the scopes of both these weapons, the scope for the AM-17 and the special scope for the AMB-17, they've got the same stats. And one last thing about the recoil. Well, the recoil is just easy. It's just easy. And that's it. And now we come to the sniper class, also a pretty, well, hard class to choose a really best weapon. It's just, there are a lot of great weapons. There's like the SV98, well, which is in my opinion the best sniper weapon, even though it has got a worse rate of fire than the Kraken, the Trevelo, the new Devil 10, and a worse RPM than the Bushmaster. But when playing with it, it's just, I know, in my opinion, it's just the best feeling to play and get kills and all that with the SV98. It's just, for me, better than all the other sniper rifles. Even though I haven't played that much with the Devil 10 yet, because it was only that I had it for one day on the Russian server, and I only tested it out for one day on the Russian server. And my opinion on these sniper rifles might change within the next few months, especially about the Devil 10. I mean, the Devil 10 has got very similar stats to the SV98. The only difference is the stats of the Devil 10 M2 are better, but playing with it is not as much fun as with the SV98, and I feel like the SV98 is just a little bit better with its stats. You can see the stats here. It got a damage of 350. The multipliers are really important here with the snipers. It got a head multiplier of 5.0, of course. Body multiplier of 1.08, an arms multiplier of 1.3, and a legs multiplier of 1.3. Well, which means you'll one-hit most of your enemies. And now I gotta compare it to some other weapons too, like the Bushmaster and the Trevelo. If you are a sniper that likes to play snipers, which are, let's say, a bit heavier, but still have got a pretty good zoom-in speed, the Trevelo and the Bushmaster might be for you, but, I mean, the sniper class is really this one class where you can't really say that one weapon is the best of all weapons, because there are just too many different snipers, too many different bolt snipers, and there are even the semi-snipers that some might consider better than the bolt snipers because they are playing them in, I don't know, PvE or camping in a corner with a crazy horse in PvP, and think that the crazy horse is better for PvE because of that. But I just consider the SV98 the best sniper rifle for PvP. I mean, I'm always considering PvP actually because I'm barely playing any PvE. And now we come to number 5, the best secondary weapon, and that's the Keltec Sub 2000 in my opinion, which is basically a rifle, just a secondary weapon. And it is pretty cool, I really like it. Its stats are good too. I mean, sure, it hasn't got a better arms and legs multiplier than the S&W MNP R8, and its rate of fire is also slightly lower, but for the Rifleman, Enchi and Sniper class, I prefer the Keltec over the R8 revolver. For the Medic class though, I prefer the R8 revolver. It's just personal preference. And well, for the Sniper class, I'm always using the Tech 9 because that's like the best pistol for the Sniper class. You see, there's a different best pistol, a different best secondary weapon for each class, at least for me. One really cool thing about the Keltec, by the way, is it has got 17 bullets. That means you can spray a lot on your enemies, and you have got the amazing pistol scope, and you can also use the red dot sight if you want. And it's basically a semi-automatic sniper that you've got as a, I don't know, hand pocket gun, which is perfect. It's just perfect for the rifle and Enchi class in my opinion. And for the sniper, I chose the Tech 9 because the Tech 9 is just a fully automatic pistol, and it's the best fully automatic pistol, so there you go. That's the reason why I would choose the Tech 9 for the sniper, and the R8 for the medic, because the R8 is a nice revolver. I love it. For the medic at least, it is great. I don't have to say a lot more about these weapons. Just look at their stats, and I don't know, it's just personal preference, and I really think that you'll just do fine with these weapons. If you got all 3 of them, perfect. If you have only got the R8, well, then go ahead and use the R8. If you have only got the Sub 2000, well, go ahead and just use the Sub 2000. But if I had to choose one of these 3 for every class, I would probably choose the Keltec Sub 2000. Because personally, I wouldn't want to miss the 130 damage and the damage drop of 1.6 and the 17 bullets in the magazine. Well, and it's not the end yet. I think I said finally at the 5th weapon, at the secondary weapon, but it's actually not the end yet, because I've still got 2 special gifts for you, and those 2 gifts are, I'll tell you what the best weapon for the Z class is, in my opinion, and that's the M134 GAU 19B hybrid. That's the best weapon for the Z, in my opinion. 4.0 head multiplier, 1.0 body multiplier, 0.85 legs and arms multiplier, damage of 80, range of 14.5, a rate of fire of 770, and actually the rate of fire is the reason why I chose this weapon, because I just like its better rate of fire than the micro gun. And now to the next one, the balisong knife. That's my favorite knife. It's okay, this time I gotta be honest, it's probably not the best melee weapon, but just look at the balisong knife, look at its animations, look at its skins. That's why the balisong knife is on the first place of all knives in Warface, for me at least. And its stats are not that bad too, so I hope you're fine with that. Having the balisong on the first place here in this list. I mean, for the melee weapons, you know. Of course, it's not better than a SV98 or a Howard Type 89 custom, whatever it's called, but it's a nice knife. Okay, but now that's it for the video, and I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope some of you disagree with this list, so you can just write a comment, and I would really like to know why you think that my list is wrong, or you can also, of course, write a comment why you think my list is correct or right or whatever. But I think a lot of people are actually gonna disagree with me on the Marlin pick for the best weapon as for the medic class. But, well, we'll see in the comments, I guess. Please stay polite in the comments. I mean, it's a game after all, and these are just weapons in a game. I mean, there are real weapons, real versions in real life of these weapons too, but we are gonna discuss the game stats in the comments, I guess. But okay, that was it for the video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. It took me some time to create this video. Actually, it always takes some time to create these top 5 video series, because it's just kind of hard to pick the weapons. And I mean, just take a look at all the weapons that you've got in Warface. There are so many different weapons, and picking one best weapon is sometimes so hard, especially now with a huge variety of great weapons for the different classes. And yes, I really hope you enjoyed it, and now I'll leave you alone and hope you're having a great day. See you next time. Bye bye.